You ever heard of the concept of safety third? There's a video that's been around for a little while of Mike Rowe, the Dirty Jobs guy, or he does the voiceovers for Deadliest Catch, talking about safety third. And listening to it uh, and watching him talk about why safety should be third, I've got to agree with what he's talking about. He's not diminishing the importance of safety. In fact, a direct quote of his is, safety is so important it can't be first. And his reasoning is really connected to a lot of what I learned about risk and safety doing adventure programs and high ropes courses and things like that. The essence is you've got to take responsibility for your own safety and for yourself. And what you see this in other situations. For instance, the research around what's safer, traffic circles or four-way stops. And by a big margin, four-way stops are far more dangerous than traffic circles. And it appears to be the reasoning is that at a four-way stop, you relinquish your own responsibility for safety to the stop signs. So all of a sudden, it's externally controlled and it's no longer you. And so what happens, you stop and then you go and you just make assumptions about the environment around you. At a traffic circle, you enter that traffic circle and you've got to be hyper aware at all times because everybody's moving. Everybody's moving. So you take responsibility for your part in all that crazy dance there. And it's safer because you maintain responsibility for yourself. When Mike Rowe talks about why it's so dangerous to put safety first, the danger is when you assume somebody else is going to be watching out for you. And it's not that people are evil and not going to watch out for you, but as soon as you take your eye off that element of safety, then that's when it starts to get dangerous. So yes, I want to practice safety in everything that I do, especially if I'm managing a group. Yeah, then I need to take responsibility for that group's safety. But I want to teach risk management so that you don't get rid of risk. You can't eliminate risk. In fact, we would talk about that at the high ropes course and at backcountry stuff when you're backpacking. You don't eliminate risk. You manage it. And you do everything you can to mitigate the possibility of real risk. We talk about perceived risk versus actual risk. And in a lot of those programs, it's all about creating a high perceived risk and as minimal of actual risk as possible. But you can't eliminate it. Some of the most severe injuries that I had to deal with had nothing to do with our challenge course, but people walking down to the challenge course and twisting an ankle or broken arm from somebody tripping over a rock. Those are the types of things that you cannot safety away. And so while we created as safe an environment as possible for our challenge course, we also wanted to teach everybody how to manage the risk that they're in or that they feel. Same thing goes with meetings and the organizational cultures. You're not necessarily creating a safe place. You're creating a place as safe as possible where people can manage their own risk, whether that's physical, emotional, social, all the different kinds of risks that people face, manage that risk so that they can get what they need done in the safest way possible. So safety third, yeah, I can buy that. It's not that safety is not important. It's just that safety, your own safety, is your own responsibility. And think of it more as managing the risks that you face every day to make the maximum progress and effectiveness that you possibly can.